The rain tapped softly against the office windows. I was alone at my desk, staring at numbers I no longer cared about. I'm Daniel Romano. At 42, I had built a $50 million tech company from a garage, 15 years of work, 15 years of marriage. My phone buzzed, a voicemail from my wife. I almost ignored it. But something told me not to. What I heard in the next 90 seconds ended my marriage, and the life I thought I had. "I can't believe we almost got caught today," Claire laughed breathlessly. "When you came home early, I thought my heart would stop." Then a man's voice answered, a voice I knew better than my own. Victor Lauren, my business partner, my best friend since college. "You worry too much," Victor said. "He's clueless. Always has been." Claire laughed again, soft, intimate. "This has been going on for 8 months, Victor. Eventually he'll figure it out." "So what if he does?" Victor replied. "The prenup protects nothing. You'll get half of everything. I'll still have my share of the company. We win either way, sweetheart." They laughed. Then the line went dead. A pocket dial, a careless mistake that destroyed everything. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. Something colder settled inside me, clear, focused. I played the message again and again, every replay cut deeper. Then I opened my laptop and started making lists. By morning, I had a plan: legal, financial, personal. My first call was to a divorce attorney known for discretion and ruthlessness. The second was to my board secretary. The third was to a forensic accountant I had met years earlier. Every conversation was short, emotionless, efficient. That evening, Claire came home late. "Girls' night ran long," she said, smiling easily. I kissed her forehead. "How was it?" I asked. She looked me in the eyes and lied. For weeks, I lived 2 lives. I showed up for dinner, asked about her day, made love to her when she initiated, all while my forensic accountant uncovered the truth. Victor wasn't just betraying me. He was stealing from me. Fake vendors, forged invoices, offshore accounts, over $2 million. I documented everything, quietly, precisely. On our 15th anniversary, Claire suggested dinner at the restaurant where I had proposed. Candlelight, champagne. "To 15 more years," she said. I raised my glass. "To the future." She didn't know it was the last meal we would ever share. The next morning, I packed my clothes and important documents in a suitcase. She thought I was going to Seattle for meeting. I kissed her goodbye and never came back. At 9 a.m., she received divorce papers, the voicemail, with one sentence: "I know everything. Do not contact me." At around 10:15 a.m., federal agents arrested Victor at his office for fraud and forgery. I didn't need revenge. Justice was enough. After I disappeared, she tried to reach me. At first, it was calls, missed calls, dozens of them. I didn't pick up. Then came the messages, long texts, apologies, promises. She said it was a mistake, that she loved me, that we could fix this. When silence didn't work, she changed tactics. Emails came next, paragraphs, explanations, emotional pleas for forgiveness. I read none of them. Then the tone shifted. When she realized I wasn't coming back, she became angry. She started talking, on social media, to mutual friends, to anyone who would listen. She painted herself as the victim. She implied things. She twisted the story. Some people believed her, some blamed her. Most didn't know what to think. A few friends reached out to me directly. They didn't accuse, they asked. So I told them the truth. I told them how my wife had an 8-month affair with my best friend. I told them about the voicemail, about the lies, about the betrayal. I didn't argue. I didn't defend myself. I just explained. The noise eventually faded. The truth has a way of doing that. Once everything was settled, once the divorce was moving forward, once there was nothing left to explain or defend, I sent her one letter, not to reopen wounds, not to argue, not to forgive her for her sake, but to close the door properly. The woman I loved no longer exists. Either you changed into someone I no longer recognize, or I never truly knew you. I forgave you not because you deserved it, but because holding on to that anger was destroying me. I'm rebuilding my life somewhere you'll never find me. Do not try to contact me again. After everything settled, after the noise died down, I started spending my evenings alone. One night, I sat at a quiet restaurant, not to meet anyone, just to be somewhere that wasn't empty. That's when I saw her. Her name was Rachel. She was sitting alone too, a drink in her hand. She looked up. Our eyes met. She smiled. It was simple, unforced. That smile gave me the courage I didn't know I still had. I asked if I could buy her a drink. She said yes. We talked. Nothing heavy, nothing rehearsed. And somewhere between conversations, I learned she was divorced too. Her husband had cheated on her, with a colleague. Different details, same wound. When we said goodbye that night, it felt easy, natural. And when I reached home, something hit me. I hadn't asked for her number. A few weeks later, I went back to the same restaurant, not looking, not expecting. And there she was, same seat, same calm presence. I walked over. She looked up and smiled again. We had dinner that night, talked longer, laughed more. When it was time to leave, I dropped her home. As she stepped out of the car, I stopped her. I asked her if she'd like to go on a proper date. That Friday. She said yes. After that, we started meeting every few days. Slowly, carefully. We both carried scars, so we didn't rush. We chose honesty, consistency, patience. Over time, something steady grew, not excitement, not chaos, trust. Eventually, I proposed. She said yes. A few months later, we got married. No grand celebration, no crowd, just close friends, close family, and a quiet promise to never repeat the mistakes that broke us before. A year later, Rachel and I were grocery shopping at a supermarket near our home. Nothing special, just another ordinary day in a quiet life. That's when I saw her, Claire. She had lost weight since the last time I saw her. There were dark circles under her eyes. She looked tired. She was looking at me. Our eyes met. I turned to leave, but she stopped me. I didn't look at her. She asked how I was. I'm good, I said. Then I asked how she was, even though I didn't want to. She said she was doing okay, that she was working as a store manager at the supermarket. Then she apologized for everything. I looked at her then, and I said, I forgave you a long time ago. Not for you, but for me. I chose peace. Then I turned away. I walked out of the store with my wife. Rachel smiled, and I knew this was exactly where I was supposed to be. Some stories don't end with revenge. They end with peace, with choosing who you walk forward with and who you leave behind. If you want to hear more stories about betrayal, healing, and choosing yourself, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and follow for more stories that remind you. Sometimes, walking away is the strongest choice you can make.